So, it is Saturday, December 28th, and I fucked up. I already know what the question of the day is because I accidentally watched Gale's video. I'm so used to, like, his videos upload, like, he said he has a slow internet connection, so I'm kind of used to his, like, being, like, a day behind, you know? But no, he already got, of course, it is almost 2 p.m., you know, it's, like I mentioned yesterday, weekend vibes. I was awake at some point because I was watching creepy stuff on YouTube this morning. Not creepy, you know, watching people go to haunted locations and yada yada yada. I don't know, but I fell asleep again, and it was like I was out for many many hours, and then it's so I don't. It's like I'm always so disoriented because it's like it was probably maybe 6 or 7 this morning when I watched my last video, because I think the sun was maybe just starting to come up, but it was still very dark. And then I wake up and it's like kind of sunshiny, but at the same time, like, I guess maybe it was a little overcast when I woke up. Or first, it looks pretty bright out there now, but it was like I had no idea like what time it was or or anything, or like what day it was. It's just so like it just gets so like jumbled. It's like, what day is it? Like, what time is it? Like, you know, whenever I had to suss out, I think it was last weekend, um, like I woke up at like, I think it was 1 something, and I was like, is it 1 p.m. or 1 a.m.? But it was 1 a.m., and I should have known that because it was dark. If it was 1 p.m., there'd at least be some kind of sun out there. But I was like, is it 1 a.m. or 1 p.m.? I don't even know what day I'm on anymore. You know, because I fall asleep on a Friday and then I wake up and it's, you know, Saturday morning. I'm like, ugh. So, but yes, I was catching up on. I haven't watched. He's doing I think it's like a live stream kind of deal. I still haven't watched last week's. He's doing like a video cast thing. So I assume it's like a live stream that he's doing. He's doing it. I don't know if he's doing it today or tomorrow. He mentioned it in one of his videos that I was just watching. Something about. So I don't really know what day or what time. If it's going to be today or tomorrow sometime. Um, but yeah, I guess that's the thing he's going to start doing on the weekends. That's the one video I haven't watched. But yeah, I was catching up on all his stuff. He tried the Paris and Nicole drinks at Sonic, and whatever. Which both of them sound really really good. So I might have to try those if I get a chance. But yeah, I was just going along watching his videos, and I didn't even pay attention that it said the 28th, which is today. So, one thing I did do yesterday after I got off, it happens. You know, the older I get, the less it happens, but, you know, sometimes it just happens. But, after I got off, I'm not making it better. When I was done, just yesterday's video, because I mentioned something about maybe looking up something to continue this question of the day, and I actually found 2 books. One of them is another. It's only 99, but it said something about journal entries that don't suck or something. So I was like, well, that sounds interesting. I should buy that one. And since it looks like when they messaged me back about my Eloquist, apparently I don't have to pay for it this time. It said $0, and I'm like, I like that a lot better, because the last time it was like 111 for some reason. I don't know why I had to, except for we were switching. It was like maybe it was the end of the year. I don't know, and because there's somebody else at work that her wife is having cancer issues, unfortunately. And there was some kind of test that she needed to like find out like where the cancer was, or to make sure it wasn't spreading or something, and the insurance didn't want to pay for it. And she was like, you know, she's like, the only thing the person I work with was like, the only thing I could figure out is it's the end of the year, and we're switching cards or something, so maybe that's what it was, some kind of switch in the. I think it's still the same company that we're dealing with, but I don't know, maybe a different. I don't know. So maybe somewhere in the switch over between the old card and the new card, they just didn't pay for it for whatever reason. It still should. It's still my insurance until the end of the year, but whatever. So, I had some extra money to to spend since I didn't. Apparently, I'm not gonna. I mean, I haven't went and picked it up yet. I figure I'll do that after work Monday morning, because that's about when mine runs out. But so it says $0. Hopefully that's not a lie. But each book I bought was only like $10 a piece. Anyway, the journal, but there's only 99 of those. I thought maybe if I did that once a week, it would be, instead of every day, maybe. But I also picked up a book about, that's way over. It has 501 writing prompts, but it's like, that's way over a year. Like, only 365 days in a year, so I could do one of those every day for a year and still, but I'm not going to. So maybe we'll get a little story time doing these writing prompts. I don't know if I'll do both once a week. I think I'll probably at least do the journal one once a week, and because it looks like it has the same questions. Well, not the same questions. It actually, in its description, it kind of made fun. It kind of poo-pooed all over, like, are you sick of the, where do you see yourself in 5 years? This journal, because it's journal entries that don't suck. Something about, what would you do if you found out your neighbor was an alien, or something like that. And I'm like, this could be a fun, a fun, thing, a fun question of the week, maybe do a question of the week. So probably do those at least once a week. I don't know about the stories, because it's like I actually have to like sit down and like make myself write them. It's like putting forth effort to do something, and I'm not good at that. That's why that bookshelf has been sitting over there for like 3-4 years, not getting put together, because it's like, oh, I have to do it, like, oh, I don't want to do it. But hey, whatever. I will do it maybe eventually. But the story thing, because I thought maybe if I could find one that, like, you write something, like, once a week or once a month or something, and then at the end of the year, you have, like, a whole story put together or something. But this is apparently going to be, like, a short writing, thing, or longer if you want it to be, I guess. Because they do have, expand the story or something like that, to where you can write, more if you want to, if you don't want to just write a quick little blurbity blurb. Some of them might be longer than others, who knows. That's how it works. Sometimes things are longer than other things. Doesn't mean the shorter things are not worth your time. Right? Oh man, I'm seeing the end of the book. My goodness. But yes, what is your top priority tomorrow? I kind of already forgotten what the question was, but my top priority tomorrow, I guess, is at 10 p.m. going to work. That's about it. Well, and answering tomorrow's question, of course. There will be that as well. What is the 31st is Tuesday. So that's when I'll be doing the Goodyear jar video on Tuesday. The book, the journal book, unfortunately, isn't going to get here until Friday, it looked like. So maybe I'll do my first video of those Friday, maybe. I don't know. We'll discuss that more on Tuesday, maybe. I might have the book by then, who knows. But yes, there'll be a question, because I was like, that's really, like, I'm like I said, I'm seeing the end of the book. That's, of course, it's the 28th, and there's only 31 days to the month, so tomorrow will be one of the last questions we will have together, at least until that other book comes in. But yes, I have a question to answer tomorrow from the book for you all, and going to work at 10 p.m. That's really, when I came across Gale's question, I was like, oh, I don't really have a responsibility tomorrow. But then I thought about it. I'm like, well, I guess I got to go to work, and I have a question to answer. So that's, I guess, my answer to the question. So there you go. But other than that, that was a quick question. Sorry, there was so much before blurbity blurb, but I guess that was, it's kind of what I do. Anyway, excuse me. So at least my throat isn't getting as dry today when I'm, because, the last, yeah, like, of course I'm maybe not talking as much as I was before. I don't know. But I do have some chickpeas in the microwave. I ate something this morning. Oh, a pot pie. I had a pot pie at some point this morning. So, it was a fancy pot pie. It was pretty good. There was no bottom crust, but there was a top crust. No, I'm just blobbity blobbing. Actually, it's something that I bought a long time ago on clearance. I don't remember the name of it, but I have it in here. It was Blake's chicken pot pie. It had like the top flaky crust. That was pretty good. So it was Blake's. Never see one of those, especially for $2. Though it was $3.88. But so I've been eating. I just smelled my chickpeas. I just smelled the pea. Oh goodness. But yeah, so it's nice that my throat isn't getting as dry today. But other than that, I guess I'm gonna pee in my mouth and see you for what I see you. Oh, and don't forget, well, I don't know when to tell you Gale's video cast, when he's gonna do that. But maybe keep an eye on his channel if you want to try to join in. I assume it's like a live stream situation. Like I said, I haven't watched. Last week was the first week he did it. So, but anyway, it'll happen. So keep an eye out for it, maybe. And of course, I will see you for what I see you, as we've already discussed.